The 911 dispatcher's log from the morning that a 13-year-old girl went missing following her parents' murders in Wisconsin has revealed grim details about the ordeal and how quickly she may have vanished. Jayme Closs, 46, and her husband Jayme Closs, 56, were shot and killed in their Barron, Wisconsin home on Monday in a double murder that has shocked the nation. Their teenage daughter Jayme Closs is believed to have been at home at the time of the call but was gone by the time officers arrived, which was less than 10 minutes later, the 911 call log showed, as reported by Fox News on Friday. Her wounded father answered the door for police before dying from the gunshots, Fox News reported based on its interpretation of the log. Jayme's been missing ever since, landing her the top spot on the FBI's kidnapped and missing persons list. Jayme has been described as 5 feet tall, weighing 100 pounds, with green eyes and blonde or strawberry blonde hair. Family and investigators are clueless as to why the Wisconsin couple that worked at a turkey plant may have been targeted. Denise called police moments before she was killed. Cops arrived to the couple's Barron home minutes after receiving a cryptic 911 call at 12:53 a.m. on Monday from Denise's cell phone. It was a brief hang-up call, which the dispatcher traced to Denise's phone and then sent 3 police officers to the Closses' home. In that cryptic 911 call, no one spoke to the dispatcher, but a lot of yelling and loud noises could be heard in the background. The log entry from 12:56 a.m. reflected those details. Received a 911 call from XXXXXXXX and could hear a lot of yelling. Called number back and was unable to leave a voicemail. Phone pinged to the above address. Advised 317, 325, and 329. At 1:03 a.m., officers that had arrived on the scene advised dispatch that the call may have been a possible suicide attempt, which the log reflected at that time. The log entry from 1:05 a.m. seemed to show officers on the scene were not yet aware of Denise's presence. It reads 325 advised 1 mailed down, multiple rounds spent. Requested that admin be notified. Jayme, who was wounded, may have answered the door when officers arrived, which had been kicked in, according to the log entry at 1:06 am, which read, advised the door has been kicked in. Advised that the male who is down had answered the door. Unknown if anyone is missing. Both Jayme and Denise were then reported unresponsive within minutes of the report that Jayme was down, according to 1:11 a.m. log entry. 317 advised 2 subjects down. Investigators believe that the killer came to the home with the specific intention of abducting Jayme, an FBI source told Radar Line. The log wasn't updated to reflect she had vanished until 3:57 a.m., with an entry that read, entered JLC as a missing juvenile. There is a report that someone allegedly knocked on the door, and as the father went to answer it, gunfire erupted through the door. That has not been confirmed yet as it's an active investigation, the FBI source said. The mother appeared to have barricaded herself in the bathroom and called police, added the source. It now appears that the dispatcher may have been hearing Denise's panicked final moments as the killer stormed into the bathroom where she hiding. It's a shock to the system, a family member said to Fox News. Denise was described as the family's angel. She would take vacation days if you needed help, the relative added. Denise was a doting mother who often posted on Facebook sharing snaps of Jayme. For Jayme's birthday in July 2017, Denise shared a touching post for her daughter writing, "Happy birthday to my daughter Jayme Closs, who is growing up to be the sweetest and most kind-hearted girl. Love you to the moon and back. Hope you have the best day ever." Jayme responded saying, "Thank you for awesome birthday, Mom, and thank you Aunt Sue for everything. Love you all." The hunt for Jayme continues. Earlier in the week, Miami police said a witness claimed to have possibly seen Jayme at a gas station in Miami, Florida, but it was later considered not to be a credible lead. Share this article. Some locals have speculated that Jayme might have had a boyfriend or met someone who took advantage of her and killed her parents. However, neither authorities or family members have indicated that Jayme had any type of boyfriend. "It's a tough pill to swallow. We're not ruling anything out," the family member who described Denise said. The Barron County Sheriff, Chris Fitzgerald, released a statement on Friday urging anyone who knew the Closs family or had recently been with them to come forward. "We are seeking information about the victims Denise and Jayme Closs. We are hopeful to learn more about the Closs family to help bring Jayme home. If you spent time with members of the Closs family recently, or if you have ever had a misunderstanding with any members of the Closs family, or know someone who has, please call the tip line," Fitzgerald wrote in an online post. Fitzgerald said nothing of evidentiary value has been found in a ground search of field and forests near the home, and the search was called off on Friday. The search began on Thursday with 100 volunteers. The police department has received hundreds of tips. Fitzgerald believes Jayme is alive and in danger. The sheriff has so far declined to elaborate as to why investigators believe Jayme is not a runaway, saying that disclosing more information would compromise their investigation. "I'm telling you, Jayme is missing and endangered," Fitzgerald said. "We want to bring Jayme home and put that smile back in her family's hands." Is it a random attack or a targeted attack? I don't know that answer. That's why those leads are so important, the sheriff added. Anyone with information about Jayme's whereabouts is urged to call the Barron County Sheriff's Office at 1-855-744-3879 or contact your local FBI office, American Embassy or consulate.